Check out the bull moose from Bull Path. Pretty sick chest rig. Something you can win this week as part of the men's mental health fundraiser. So thanks, Drew. Appreciate you.
What's up, Saddle Cartel? This is the Saddle Cartel podcast. I'm your co-host, self-promoted there, um, and I'm here with Drew Eyink from Bullpath, and you can see his gear on bullpathgear.com. So, welcome, Drew. How you doing, man?
Doing good. How are you?
Good, good. Sorry you're a little under the weather, bro, but appreciate your time, and I definitely appreciate you 2 years in a row helping out with the men's mental health fundraisers. So thanks
Yep.
for being on,
Absolutely. I appreciate it, man.
man. So um, I definitely want to talk about. So I don't want to get the names wrong because I was checking the website and it's like, I was curious about so because I've known about this for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and I know bull moose. We were kind of talking about it, but are you just going
Yep.
straight with moose now, or just
Yeah.
okay?
Just moose chest rig.
Okay, so this I have one of these myself, and I did shoot a video with me shooting it and stuff like that. And this is actually the one that you will have an opportunity to get for the men's mental health fundraiser. There is inside, and I'll do pictures and I'll show you everything. So it's the only time that I've only touched this twice. I was contemplating on even getting it out of the box. It's like when like I said, the saddle, from last year, like I didn't
Yep.
sit in it or nothing. It's like it stayed in the box. So can
Yeah.
we a little bit about this, man? Can you kind of give us a little background on this and background on you and your business?
Yeah, well, the moose rig, I came up with it because I remember I always wanted to carry a knife into the woods, and I remember specifically reading a story about how a gentleman flipped upside down in a tree while wearing a saddle, and he died like that. So
Oof.
right then and there, I was like, you know what? I should probably get like some sort of chest rig or something to where I can hold a knife onto my chest just in case that were to ever happen, because that's the last thing I want to happen to me is die hanging upside down when you can just have a knife right on your chest so you can cut the rope or whatever. I'd rather be you know, uh a paraplegic or something just rather than die.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, that slot right there, right on
Yep.
the front.
So I made that, and I just wanted to be more minimal instead of carrying like a backpack into the. Since I one stick, I didn't want to really carry a backpack. Just keep all the little gear that I need, like the bow hanger and stuff like that, the bow rope inside the chest rig. So I made that, came up with it, and that's how that came about. So we're
Nice. And
doing, yeah, we're doing a giveaway with you guys. You guys can win one of those.
yeah, dude, got a sweet little handle on it. Yeah, I left it like this again so that you can see that you can just carry it, boom, just like a little bag or whatever. Like you go to the
Mm-hmm.
range or whatever. I actually took this to MFJJ's range, which you guys will see me on his 3D course out there. Super sick pack, dude. I do want to show, that this whole backing, like it's Velcro. You can take these out. You got pockets in here. There's
Mm-hmm.
a zipper inside. Like this, dude, this is a sick bag. And I will say, to the people watching, is like when Drew he showed me a little preview of this about maybe year 15 months, maybe longer ago. And I was
Yeah.
like, instantly, I was like, oh, I gotta have one of those. I was like, as soon as I can, I was like, I'm definitely getting one. Um, yeah, it's super sick. I mean, there's mollies on the bottom through here. Inside, there's another loop in here where I've got I have a range finder, and my first time I got a monocular, one of the other
Mm-hmm.
guys. But anyway, there you attach your stuff in here. Um, Dude, just a super sick bag, man. So anyway, really appreciate it, dude. Solid work on this. I mean, there's loops on the back. I think on one of your videos, isn't this the one that did you zip tie this one to the bottom of a platform, or was it
Yeah, it was the bull pack, but
both back?
you can do the same thing with the moose rig because those are slotted repair buckles, so you can take those buckles right off. If
Yeah,
you
this
look
is
if you look at the buckles, there's a slot right in there to where you can just, it's kind of a pain in the ass, but you can take those buckles off the webbing.
yeah, definitely. Dude, for the people out there, like just not just basically to tell you your age is like Drew's under 30, so this dude has figured it out, which like I said last year, I had no idea, like just blew me away, like um the things that you've already accomplished at your young age, man. um which
Yeah,
just blows me away.
do you want me to
So
show
this
you
also,
guys something?
yeah,
Okay,
what's
give me
that?
one second.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
want
yeah.
me to? Okay. I shouldn't do this, but why not?
Oh, are we getting a little R&D?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know how well you guys can see that, but
Oh, you got a pack there, huh?
yes. This I've been working on for about 6 months. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but I have had 6 months of just solely focusing on this thing, and that will be released next year after I
Nice.
perfect it.
Yeah, I noticed. Remember when I asked you, I was like, "Does this look okay or whatever?" And you're like, "Yeah, you look good." And I was looking at it, and I made an adjustment right there. I had my my brightness was on auto, so I switched it. So I did. I definitely got a good look at it at the end. I'm actually looking forward to that. So next year, huh? That's pretty
Yeah.
dope.
Yep.
Nice.
I just
So
wanted to
you're
show
out
that.
there. Yeah, hell yeah, man. Well, now I don't have to ask you about, R&D. So
Oh yeah, that's
nice,
just one portion. I got a lot of different things going on.
nice.
Yep.
That's awesome, man. I'll have to hit you up about something when we're offline real quick
Yeah.
before we go. So, because I have a
Yep.
little something in my mind since you do the one sticking, something I was doing last year that I was gonna. It's super minor, but anyway, moving
Okay.
on.
Okay.
So another one of your things. Oh, so I actually, you have the Bull Pack and Bull Pack X, correct?
Yep.
So I have the Bull Pack here that I've had for, well, ever since you came on a couple years ago with John. This too
Mhm.
is pretty sick. So pretty stoked about this. This is the one that I was so stoked about. If no one's ever seen this, like, so I had no idea why these were on the back till I saw in one of your videos, so that you can actually put this when you go on your saddle, so you can slide these in here, and this
Mhm.
firms up your pouch on here. So everybody, a great bag to have. I mean, super dope. Got your high vis, stretchy on the front. I did mention I added this on the back. I think I mentioned that on the other one, but I'll say it. This one just to stretch it out for zipping and unzipping.
Mhm.
Um, which another great thing, bull pack. So I want to show your saddle off too, if that's cool with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, uh, are we going? Is it so? When I got it, it was called Praxis, and now is this
Mhm.
El Toro?
It's called the El Toro.
El Toro.
Yep.
This too, like this saddle right here is so dope. Like everyone, bullpathgear.com. Check this one out. This one's so sick. Like, check out Drew's videos. Like, this folds under, and then you can put your leg straps inside. I'll talk about something cool on the leg straps in a second, too. To fold those up, and then boom, for like your walk in.
You wear it in just
Another,
like that.
yep. I know
And the
we
coolest
talked
thing
about this.
is the cool thing is I'm working on a an attachment upgrade for that saddle. So like anybody that currently owns that saddle, I will be shipping out an upgrade to everyone that owns one to make it easier. You'll have to see. I'm not going to disclose it right now, but here later in the future, whoever owns that saddle will be getting an upgrade. It's not like a new saddle or anything. You attach it to the saddle.
Nice.
Yeah.
One more cool thing, because like, just I know we talked about it when we talked about this saddle last year, but just this right here, for those of you that wear your saddle in, just having this piece right here that you have on your saddle, just because I'm a big dude, like I'm a fat kid, so my thighs rub together, and so like having that constant like up and down the inside of your legs, like
Uh-huh.
this, being able to adjust that and take that out,
Yep.
super legit. So another shot of it. Um, Pretty stoked about that, man. Um, so again, really appreciate, definitely the R&D shot too.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
but also as part of this, about men's mental health, fitness journeys is something I'd like
Hmm.
to talk about, because someone like myself, I've been a fat kid. I've gotten back into shape. I've been a fat kid again. Got back in shape. Was a fat
Hmm.
kid again. Been sober for 5 years now.
Good.
So yeah. So I know that you've had a fitness journey. You've been notice the guns that you posted on Facebook and stuff. So
Yeah.
pretty legit, man. So
Yeah.
kind of just give us a little tell us a little bit about that, and like I said, myself, when I was like super heavy, man, like getting back into shape is like it is a life changer. At least it was for me.
Hmm.
So
Well, I can tell you about my journey real quickly, and I can tell you guys like specifically why I did it. Well, for number one, uh, I don't know if anybody's seen the current state of affairs of what's going on with this country and the. I don't know if you believe in Jesus or not or anything, but my
absolutely,
perspective, yeah, the way that my perspective is on this country is that we are in complete and total spiritual warfare. And I firmly believe that our fucking government, that is the local, state, and federal government of America, I'm talking about your hometown, I'm talking about your state, I'm talking about your government, your federal government, they all want us fucking fat. They all want us to be addicted to porn. They all want us to be addicted to fast food. They want us to be addicted to all of these fucked up things. And it pissed me off so much to the point to where I'm not going to allow these fucking tyrants to have that control over me. And that is the way I feel. And anytime I've ever felt like I needed to, anytime I ever thought about something sinful, like, I mean, let's be for real, jerking off to porn, uh, banging women, eating fast food, wanting to cheat on my diet, I think about how these tyrannical fucks want to keep me down. And that's how I feel. So, and if you see the current world in America and you see everybody, like our country is nothing but completely loaded with sin and disgusting things. And if you want to be different, all you got to do is just believe in Jesus, read the Bible, eat healthier, and be more active. And that's basically that's just basically how it all boils down to, in my opinion. And
yeah,
it's a real simple change, but it's also very challenging, you know.
yeah, for sure. Like, to try to keep it PG-13. I mean, yeah, I agree. Like, definitely, and a lot of what I pretty much have seen is, it's like there's an app for everything on your phone. They just want to give you a pill for everything. Like Ozempic specifically. It's like, oh, like, the reality is like getting into shape. is kind of like life. It's a grind, it's not a race. Like
Mhm.
you have to do things the right way. You know, there's not a in my opinion, there's no pill for success. There's the grind. I mean,
Mhm.
and to quote Joe Rogan, you know, he says, you know, F your motivation, show me your consistency, you
Yeah.
know. And so, I mean, for me, it's like, and you know what? It is a grind to be consistent. Like being consistent on a regular basis, you know, like because I work for a major retailer, you know, so it's like at 2 o'clock they're baking cookies, you know,
Yeah.
they're making cakes, you know, and it's
Mhm.
like, and you know, there's constantly a deli, and it's like, you know, I'm trying to come out of my office to, you know, if I go to the bathroom or something, and it's like there's just baked cookies through the whole store. And I'm just, and
Yeah.
it's rough, man. And you know, it's like again, yeah, they definitely they want us to be fat because I mean I ate my first like I haven't other than like they're doing a sample or something like uh you know, I'll try that, but I haven't had like processed meat in like 4 years, five, almost,
Good.
well, almost 5 years. Like I had a sub sandwich when I was in Spokane, last week just because I didn't have any meal prep and yada yada, and I'd already had like 3 bowls of the homemade chicken noodle soup, mom's
Yeah.
recipe. So,
Yeah.
um,
Well, the
but
thing is, it's just got to be, you know, you're not going to be perfect. Obviously, you're going to mess up. All you got to do is just get back on the wagon and keep it moving, you know? Like, you also got to consider the fact that like, when it comes to food and all of these different apps like Tinder and Netflix, these are literally engineered with billions of dollars to make it the most addictive thing in human history. You got to keep that in mind. So it's like when you're trying to get away from some of the most addictive things that's ever been implemented in history, it's going to be a challenge, you know. And it's not
yeah.
about motivation; it's about discipline, and it's just one step in front of the other, and just making sure that you're trying your best to become 1% better each and every day.
Nice. That's actually a good idea. 1% better. Yeah, I actually just heard a term the other day because the nephew from the son from my brother from another mother, he said something about like oh, what did he binge and scroll or something like that or something, but I don't remember the exact term, but I was like, I don't know what that is. What is that? And he was
Doom
like, it's where
scrolling,
you stay in, what's that? Well, it
doom
was doom
scrolling.
scrolling, but it's like by crossed with like Netflix and chill. So
Oh, okay.
he's like, yeah, it's like where you lay in bed all day and you just scroll on your phone. And I was like, what in the hell? I was like,
Yeah,
he's like, I was like, that's a thing. He's like, oh, it's a thing. I was like, you don't get out of bed. You just stay in bed when you wake up, you get on your phone and you just scroll all day. And he's like, yep. And I was like, dude, that is horrible. I was like,
yeah.
it's people do
We
that. And
can't be
he's like,
having
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
you cannot be
we
having
can't be
that.
having that. Not as a society, you know. Definitely not as a society. Us men, I don't know. I just feel like you're completely ruining everything that this country has like the people that have literally died for this country and made legitimate sacrifices to this country. You're spitting on their graves when you're doing that kind of stuff. And it's sickening. And I feel like those people should be ashamed of themselves, you know, so they can hopefully one day change their lives.
Yeah, definitely. Cause I can tell you, like, for me, like getting, you know, the mind, the body, and the spirit aligned,
Hmm.
like it changes everything. Like all those years I spent at the bottom of a bottle, drunk, fat, eating like crap, like every single day, you know, it's horrible.
Yeah,
So,
for
I
sure.
mean,
Yeah.
and the thing is, it's like trying to get out of that rut. It's not easy, you know. Like some people need the program. They need the 12 steps, you know. Some people need, you know, in-house treatment. I guess I was lucky that, and I attribute it to faith. Like I said, I had a, I don't know, it was like fiery crucible or something. Just there was like a 3 days there where all I could keep down was liquor. I couldn't keep food down, and it was like I was on like a 3 day binge. Had 3 days off of work, and all I couldn't eat. All I could do was drink. And then when Monday came and I had to go to work, it was like I uh, I pretty much dry heaved at work like 10 times. Like, and I don't mean like 10 times one time. I mean I had to go to the bathroom like 10 times during the day and dry heave, and it was like I never drink again. That was May 10th of
Good.
2021. And it's pray every day, exercise as much as possible, stay away from garbage food. No, I mean, no McDonald's, no Jack in the Box, none of that crap. No processed foods, you know. I mean,
For
so
sure.
it's a grind. It's not a race, it's a grind. And
Yeah. What I do is I treat myself once a week in one meal. I don't do it for the whole day, but I definitely, if I do eat fast food, it's definitely not McDonald's or Wendy's or anything. It's like Chick-fil-A or something like that. I rarely do that, but sometimes like my cheat meal will consist of like a homemade pizza, you know? Like you get some naan bread and some cheese and pepperoni. You make that, or just trying to cook more often and stay away from the bad food out there. Because honestly, if you go like a couple weeks with just eating good food, even if it's unhealthy, like pasta, if it's organic and you make it and it takes you an hour to make it, you're gonna feel a huge difference. And then once you go back to eating some sort of fast food, you could feel it. You could feel like the death coming over you. You could feel this.
yeah,
You could feel the sickness. You could feel it. So. That's a
yeah, yeah,
motivator right there. If you want to feel better, just start eating, just start cooking yourself food and you'll feel better.
yeah. Those I because my old sister, she didn't take it on. My brother didn't take it on. But my mom's homemade chicken noodle soup from scratch. Every year when I go back, we make it for like the last, I think like 4 years now. And so, yeah, it's like, and making the noodles, I have a different appreciation for, like mom and her cooking skills. Cause man,
Yep.
it is such an event, dude. Like,
Yep.
like literally like whipping the eggs and the flour and all that and rolling it out and kneading it and the portions and the cutting the noodles and putting it
Mhm.
like holy crap, just
Yep.
I mean they're
And it
worth
probably
it.
tastes way better than anything else too.
Oh, it's pure fire, dude. like
Yeah.
like when I'm on a if I'm like last year I wasn't on a cut like I was this year. It's every year. Like when we make the noodles, there's nothing else I eat until they're gone. Like
Yeah.
as soon as they're done, I'll eat like two bowls, and then it's like dinner. It's another bowl. Dessert. It's another bowl. Breakfast. Boom. It's like, dude, that's how bomb they are. So it's like,
Mhm.
and it was like I was proud of myself because I only did 4 bowls this year.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
jeez.
fire. So, but hey man, I don't want to keep you on too long. I really appreciate your time and your donation, dude. 2 years in a row. I always like to close out with a couple of things. If there's any uh, shout outs or anything, I mean, obviously you did the R&D, um, but that and then a favorite gadget.
A favorite
Oh,
gadget. I remember doing this last year. It was
yeah.
My Opinel saw. Well, the thing is
Yes.
like, uh, I just, I am a very, very simple person, and things just don't change for me. Like when I have something down, it just does not change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So other than my Opinel saw, that Opinel, however you say it, other than that, I would have to say it'd probably be like my compass,
Mm,
because I've experienced in like southern Ohio. You in Southern Ohio, Pennsylvania, in the mountains, I'm not kidding. You will lose cell phone service and you will have no idea where you're at. Like if you get lost, you're cooked. You know what I mean?
Onyx don't work either.
No, no,
Damn.
no. There was other unless you get like the offline maps, they work.
Yeah. Mm.
But like what happens if your phone dies? What happens if you
Yeah.
like I'm that dumb. Sometimes I could like not charge my phone and then it dies and then I have nowhere to go. You know? So
Yeah.
I would say my compass is my favorite tool. I'm learning land nav, so anywhere I go that I don't have a good idea of, like I've never been there to hunt before or anything, I'm buying a map of that area and I'm bringing my compass and I'm gonna rely on that. I'm done with technology because when you're in the mountains, dude, you lose cell phone service and it's kind of scary. So, and like if your
Oh yeah,
phone
for sure.
dies, I don't want to die because I don't know how to land nav, you know? It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
my compass.
Yeah. Speaking of maps, like years ago when I first started, like they had maps of like Bass Pro or whatever of like the area and stuff, and it was like I bought them, and it was like started looking at them, and it was like I was like, this doesn't seem right because I was like I'd gotten Onyx too, and it was like I was looking at them, and then I looked at the date, and it was like when I graduated high school, and I'm like,
Oh my goodness.
so like all the land maps and everything were complete, like the boundaries, and they call them GMUs here, game management
Hmm.
units. And but anyway, yeah. So the compass days were the Boy Scout days. So I've lost that skill. So props to you. This is my gadget, and like you said, nothing. Like I still keep this. I've used it like one time in like three
Is
or
that
4 years.
where you
It's a
can
little
pick stuff up?
yeah. It's a
I
little
need
like
one of
it's
those.
supposedly the way they advertise it is that you can set it down and it'll clip on stuff, but it really doesn't work like that. But these hooks,
Yeah.
will pick stuff up. I also keep it because I assume at some point the game warden will want to see my stuff, and so I figure I'll be like, hey, I'll just clip my because I keep all my tags in a well, now we went electronic, so
Hmm. Yeah, I
you're
need to
like,
pick
yeah.
one of those up.
It's pretty cool, man. Like I said, I've only needed it one time, and the one time that I needed it, it was I dropped my rain jacket and it hit the ground, and it like I just used my pull up rope and just boom, first try, hooked my jacket. So, but you know what? Like I said, sometimes you only need something one time, but you
Hmm.
know if you decide to put something away or something, and I haven't used this, and then it's like Murphy's Law. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
well, all right, man. I really appreciate you and I appreciate your time, man. Great stuff. And bullpathgear.com. Here is the Moose pack, the men's mental health fundraiser. Thanks again, Drew. Appreciate you and appreciate your time, sir. Have a
Thanks,
wonderful
man.
day.
You too, man.